Falls are right on the other side of that big rock. We'll check it out. Alright, we are back with another hiking adventure. We are at the Gonic Trails today to visit Isinglass Falls in the river here in the summertime. We came here a few years ago in January during a thaw, and the waterfall was really roaring that day. Very snowy, very icy, so now in July it should look very different. So we're going to check it out. So last time we came in, we went on the yellow trail. We are going to go in on the blue trail today. So we're going to take this down to the river. And we have made it to where the blue trail intersects with the yellow trail. So we're going to jump on the yellow trail now to the falls. Alright, and as we come up to it, sounds like they're flowing pretty good. Probably won't be flowing nearly as well as they were when I was here in January, but there's certainly water moving through it. Alright, and here is the old mill site. The falls are up that way. You know, this used to be an old road. The yellow trail used to be a road in the 1800s. And there was a bridge right here that went right over the mill. It was washed away during a bridge, never put back in, and the road was abandoned and later turned into a hiking trail. Alright, so we're going to go check out the falls now, which are down that way. So the mill is back up that way. I don't know how well you can hear me, but this is right before we reach the falls. Falls are right on the other side of that big rock. We'll check it out. And these took me by surprise last time, these great big cliffs right next to the falls. The river is right over there. These cliffs are awesome. So that spot I was in before and this spot were actually spots that I did not get to the last time we were here. Just because it was so treacherous, everything was just one solid sheet of ice. So I decided that I was not going to climb down that covered in ice in the winter. So these are all new angles for me. This is great. And we're going to follow along the river as it continues down away from the falls now. So there's the river below. Come up a hill. Remember this hill from the last time? Like I said over there, I don't know how well you could hear me, but when I was here in January, all of the trails and everything was just one solid sheet of ice because things had been thawing. And I just remember how treacherous everything was. Like, you can imagine right here, just a solid sheet of ice. I mean, I had my micro spikes on, but even still, it was treacherous. So a lot of those angles, I couldn't get before, just because it was just too treacherous. So it's nice to be able to walk around a bit more freely today without having to worry about the ice. Come out to a nice spot along the river. It flows down. It's been a wet spring and a wet summer. Normally toward the end of July. So normally in July, what I was trying to say before I accidentally hit the stop recording button was it wouldn't be flowing this much this time of the year, but it's just been so wet. Alright, It is still flowing good. And we've come up to the bend in the river. I remember this spot well from the last time. That is a bright spot. Alright, so the last time we took the red trail back to the parking lot at this point. So this time we are going to continue on the yellow trail, follow the river for a bit longer, see what there is to see this new area that I have not yet seen. Alright, so the river is more calmly babbling at this point, as it continues to slow down a bit as we go down the river. I love this sound. I don't think it's possible not to feel good when you hear babbling river like this. Oh, it's perfect. As you can see, the river has really settled down now. Alright, so we are continuing down the yellow trail. So this is an interesting spot. This tree and all these downed twigs and branches forming a little island here in the middle of the river. Alright, another shot of the river. I think this is where I'm going to turn around here on the yellow trail. I believe the yellow trail meanders for a while. So I'm going to turn around here. Maybe we'll come back for a third time and do the entire length of the yellow trail. But for now, I'm going to turn it around here. If you do want to come here, wear bug spray. Wow. Mosquitoes are really swarming. Of course, this is a prime environment for them being so wet. And with the year again, can't be a hiking adventure here on Seek until I jumble up my sentence at least once. So it's been so wet this year. There's all this water. It's a prime location. I'm fine because I got my bug spray on, but definitely need bug spray if you want to explore this area. Man, look at all the water bugs down there. Wow. I remember this spot very well in January when it was ice from edge to edge of the trail. You had the steep drop off that way, steep incline that way. It was slow going. It's a little easier today. Alright, so we're getting back into the industrial noises, as you can probably hear. So I'm going to sign it off here. I love this place. That's such a cool place. Nice waterfall, nice river. Bit nicer weather this time than the last time. Nicer trail conditions. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this hiking adventure. Thank you for watching. So out of all the places we've been and all the rocks I've shown you, I've never actually thrown out the line, this place rocks. I'm kind of ashamed of that, so I'm throwing it out right now. There you go. There's your pun.